Breaking news now on the England women's interim manager role. Rebecca Williams joins us now. What can you tell us, Rebecca?
Yeah, so it's Hege Riise who is going to take temporary charge of the Lionesses. This will be for their training camp next month. And then my understanding is the FA will get together, see where they're at and decide where they go from that. But of course, Hege's got so much experience as a player, one of only a few players to have won the Olympics, the Euros and also the World Cup. And she then took on the role as assistant trainer of Team USA. She was actually appointed as assistant coach of the Lionesses at the end of last year on a short-term contract. And so they've asked her to step up into this role, to take charge of the Lionesses, because you do get a sense that Phil Neville's departure has perhaps left them in a bit of a pickle. We know that they've appointed a new head coach in Sarina Wiegman, but she's not due to arrive for a good few months. She's got other commitments with the Netherlands. And so they've got a good few months to fill. So Hege is going to step in and she's going to be supported by Rhian Wilkinson, another person who was also appointed as an assistant coach at the end of last year. So that is the current setup. It's highly likely that they will not have to take charge for any games at all. There's currently none in the schedule for the Lionesses, but it's my understanding they are trying to set something up. Obviously not overly easy with coronavirus at the moment, and then a couple of the home nations, of course, has lost managers recently. So that is something we'll have to watch. But the other big question, of course, is the Olympic Games, because Phil Neville was due to take charge of Team GB as well as the Lionesses. Now, this appointment in Hege does not cover that. Like I say, they're going to see where they're at the end of the training camp in February and then reassess the situation. It's also a possibility that the Olympics will not go ahead at all. So that's something they're going to have to look into. But nonetheless, Hege looks very excited at the opportunity. She says she's excited. She says she feels that she can bring something positive to the role. And she describes the Lionesses as a confident and ambitious side. So we'll have to watch this space, but clearly a lot of change going on for the England women's side at the moment. And certainly now that Phil Neville is heading for Inter Miami, it does leave them in a bit of a predicament with who's going to take charge.
All right, we'll be watching it. Thank you, Rebecca. Now, in his news conference earlier, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave us his reaction to Riese's appointment.
I know Hege has done really well with Lillestrøm, and she's had a fantastic career both as a coach and a player. So if that's the case, if England decide that, I think they've got a very good coach there and a very good human being.